Here we are back again with the Honda vfr1200 with this time a 30,000 mile review. So what's new, what's broken? Well, what's broken is the cable that operates the valve on the Actra Provec, and that pesky little right hand silver panel has got a crack in it, which most people know they're prone to, except for Honda because they deny there's a problem. But anyway, there's a bit of stalemate on that one. What's new, we've got a Power Command 5 fitted, and we're now running Dunlop Road Smart 3s. The Power Command bought on eBay for £150, loaded with a map for the fueling on the VFR. Absolutely works perfect. There is no hesitation, juddering whatsoever now. It's turbine smooth right through the full range from tick over to flat out. Tyre wise, we're now running the Dunlop Road Smart 3s as opposed to the Michelin Pilot 4s. Stuck them on, they've done about 3,000 miles now. Difficult to say whether they're any better than the Pilot 4s at the moment, because the Pilot 4s have done 7,000 miles nearly, so they were pretty well shot. And any set of tyres you dump on them, we're going to seem good, but I think they're a slightly softer ride. Dry weather grip, exceptional, very very good, as good as the Pilot 4s. It's too early to say whether they're any better. Done very little wet weather with them at the moment. We've just come back from touring Europe. We've done France, Austria, Switzerland, Italy and Germany. Didn't have much wet weather, so that remains to be seen. We'll probably find that out through the rest of the British winter. So the jury's out on that one at the moment, but at the moment they're an excellent tyre, and they're about £30 a set cheaper than the Michelin's. Handling wise, superb. No problem there at all. I don't know where they get it from that it doesn't handle well, because you can throw it around, no problem at all. Brakes, superb brakes. I prefer personally not to be linked, but they work well, so, and that's what they come with, so that's what you've got to put with. But excellent, superb braking. Comfort wise, well, I have got a Melroy seat on, which I've had on from brand new, so I never actually sat on the original Honda seat. I've done 1,400 miles in a day, so mileage isn't an issue. The fuel range on most of the motorcycle review say isn't enough. If you buy a Fireblade or something like that, it's only got 17, 18 litres in. It's got 19 litres. It is supposed to be a sports tourer, so it's neither one thing or another, to be honest. It's not an out and out tourer, it's not an out and out sports bike, but it does both superbly. Get about 150 to 190 miles out of a tank, depending on how you're driving it, and most people only tend to do 100 miles before they stop for a bit of a break or something, so it's never been an issue. Riding modes, it's got traction control, ABS, and personally I wouldn't want any more. I actually want to drive the bike, not actually be driven around like a chauffeur driven with all the buttons pressed and it's all singing and dancing and does everything for you. I do actually like riding a motorbike. So that's it at the moment. It's going absolutely superb. It's due for a service shortly. I'll throw some spark plugs at it this time round, as well as the normal service bits. Just of a point of interest, I think it's 12, 16,000, something like that. Honda suggests having the tablets looked at, which makes the service actually quite expensive. I argued the toss. The only reason they're going to want looking at it if a gap's increased. You can tell that if they're noisy. If they're not noisy, leave well alone. So they did agree to leave it well alone then, and we're 30,000 miles now, still haven't been adjusted, and they're still quiet. So if you want to save yourself some money, insist on not having the tablets looked at, because it's only a money making game, because I've never found anybody yet that found the tablets have been out when they go look at them. So there we are, 30,000 miles just turned, running superbly, and it looks like it'll be another new one when it's time to change this one in. Cheers for now.